I'm hiding in my kitchen from them, my children. No, not a serial killer, just my children. They're watching a show right now, and my little two boys are sleeping, and I'm in the kitchen. Yes, yes, I'm eating chocolate by myself in the kitchen on the floor, actually. Um, I have a lot of expectations on myself as a mom to, I don't know, do fun things all the time, to have the perfect atmosphere for them all the time, for everything to be clean, for everything to be in order. And I guess I didn't realize I had those expectations until I graduated from 3 children to 6 children. Not sure what happened between 3 and 6. For those of you who don't know, we went from 3 to 6 children in about a year and a half. I had my 4th child, Malachi. Shortly after, we had a surprise, our 5th baby, Joseph, and then around 3 months of pregnancy, we adopted a little boy whose name was Connor. We changed to Caleb. So all these issues have been coming out of me since I've graduated from 3 to 6 because I'm completely out of control in my life right now. I can't control my kids. I can't control the way they respond to each other. I can't control all the strong emotions that are coming out of them during this time. And I'm completely out of control. And I find myself trying to control everything more and more and more. And someone who speaks into my life right now, a mentor, so to speak, she's like, Bethany, God has brought you into this season of life to bring out all these issues in your life and in your heart. And it's only this season that will do that. And oh, I don't like hearing that. I just want my problems to go away. I want this feeling to go away that I have that I can't get rid of no matter how hard I try. I can't get rid of it. And so I must go to God. I must run to Jesus. I must bring all these issues that are just flowing out of my yucky heart right now to the Lord, or I will drown. And I one of this gal that I know back in Florida, who I look up to a lot, she was our pastor's wife. She told me that, and they adopted 4 kids, and they have 4 of their own biological children. And she said, faith is not a Bible story or a Bible lesson in our home. It's a lifeline. Like, it is the foundation on which we survive our day-to-day life. And that is when I'm realizing that if I don't have faith in God, that He is accomplishing something deep inside of my heart right now in this season, then I will suffocate under the pressure, under the weight, under the burden of these children's lives that I see in front of me. And the same goes for my biological children as well as my adopted child. The issues that are coming out of them by being around each other all the time, there's only one answer, and that's Jesus. And eventually they'll have to come to a place in their life and their walk where they have to make that decision. And so, in these moments like right now where I feel like I'm suffocating, I just have to stop and just go, okay, God, like, these moments, they seem so long, but in the long run of eternity, they're not. And you are, and I believe that you are working something deep inside of my heart, and that these things, whether from when I was little or whatever it is, will only come out through this season. And so I wanted to encourage someone today, because I feel that oftentimes in our struggles, in our suffering, which this is not suffering, I'm not being burned at the stake, but emotionally I feel like I'm suffering right now, that we lose heart and we feel like, we should be handling it much better than we are. But through my experience, through this whole experience, that in fact, it's through our suffering that God brings all of this crap to the surface so He can show us how ugly our heart is, so that we can run to Jesus and so that we can see how big He is in light of our junk. The bigger our sin becomes, the bigger Jesus becomes. And in so doing, we become righteous because we see that He is righteous, and we stop focusing on our own problems and realizing that it's God who's going to pull us through this crazy times in our lives, And for me, that's being a stay-at-home mom. That's having 6 children. That's my husband running 2 businesses. And just all the things that entails, all the emotions that our kids are going through right now with bringing in a new child that's not biologically ours, but who now we are calling ours. And just all this stuff, I think that, I've seen that, we all have stuff from our past, whether that be with our parents or different situations. And I know that God has grace for us when we do screw up, but we do have these problems and these life issues that come out. God has grace for us, and that is what God is speaking to me right now, is when I'm, when I am just down in the dumps and I am, once again, I see that vial coming out of my heart. God's like, it's okay. I know. I know this is stuff that's in there and it's coming out, and I'm going to love on that. I'm going to heal that. I'm going to restore that, because that's what I do. And so anyways, guys, I wanted to share this because if you're feeling down today, if you're feeling like I'm hopeless today, just know that there is a God who is intimately walking with us. He's with us in the chaos. He is with us in the stress. He is with us in our sin. While we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. And he has not left us in this place. He will not leave you in this place. If you keep seeking him, you keep pursuing him, you keep having faith to believe that he's with you, he will bring you through the valley. And he's bringing me through my valley. And I'm here to testify that he's bringing me through my valley. And I never thought that I would be able to stay sober through a time like this, but God has sustained me and brought people in my life who have enabled me to walk in victory and to help me. And Jesus has sustained me. It's helped and shown me that I'm an overcomer. I mean, 10 years ago, if you had told me I'd done that, I would be like, you are smoking crack. There's no way I can do this. So, seasons, Jesus will bring you through them. Love you guys.